Let's take a look. Galaxy DX959B. Now, this is a fully loaded one that RC did up, and it is unfortunately a customer send back. So we're going to take a look at it and see if we can see what the heck's going on with it here and put it to the test of what the customer said and see whether it's something going on their end or there's a legitimate issue one way or another with it. So, customer sent it back, loves the radio, likes everything it does, likes the features, but he says that he's getting a high-pitched kind of feedback noise when he runs a Ranger 198. Now, I did ask him if it was on the transmit to make sure it just wasn't something he was hearing, because these radios do have a very, very high-pitched, very light noise that you can hear when they're just turned on idling. If you're not paying attention to it, you'll never hear it, especially if you're in there talking, have other stuff going, you're going down the road, you'll never hear it. I mean, you almost have to be in the dead silence to hear it. It's a very light, I would almost say a feedback kind of noise, but you can hear it with the radio just running. Now, if you turn this off, the face of it off, you don't hear that noise anymore. Interestingly enough, customer said when he turns the dimmer on and off, that it goes away over the air, okay? So, starting to wonder if it's connected to what I'm telling you about. What I've been told is it's the ribbon cable that powers the face of the radio. All these 959Bs are that way. That's what I've been told makes that noise. I'm assuming that's correct, unless someone has another explanation why they do it. But every 959B that I've had in here does it. Again, you won't hear it unless you're really paying close attention. And it's the first time I've had anybody say that about one of these. Of course, it could be the first time somebody has tried running a Ranger 198 with one. So, what I want to do is put it to the test. I just got a brand new Superstar. My other one died. So, we're going to test it with it. I've got the Ugly Grant hooked up over here to listen to. And I'm going to try to keep the radio from feeding back the best I can. So, first thing I want to do is turn the mic gain all the way down and come over here and just key up and see if we can get a noise with the Superstar. For reference, our dead key is about 3 watts, maybe 4. And you guys can hear me keying up, there's no noise. Now what I'm going to try to do is turn the mic gain up. I'm going to go to 9 o'clock with it on the Superstar. And I may have to bury this mic up in my chest to keep it from feeding back. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, so now the mic gain's at 9 o'clock. I'm having to bury the mic in my leg to keep it from feeding back with that speaker. Let's go on up to 10 o'clock. Or 11, rather. Okay, 11 o'clock. Just to show you guys, we're at 11 o'clock with the mic gain. Still no feedback. Again, I'm having to bury the mic in my leg to keep it from feeding back. Pretty much just the normal sound you have when you key up. You've got like a little bit of a presence sound there. So normal kind of sound when you key up, nothing out of the ordinary. I would say everything's good to go with it. We could try to go a little higher, but our radio may start trying to feed back a little bit. I'm going to, again, bury this mic in my leg. It's not going to let us do it. It's just giving us the old talkback squeal. But what I'm going to do is just take this mic out. Let's see. I'm going to need both hands. Let me set the camera down. And we'll plug in this brand new Ranger 198 and see what we get with it. So I've got the mic gain at 12 o'clock still. Now we've got our brand new 198 hooked up. And let's see if we can get it to make a noise. And there it is. So it actually is making a freaking noise. Customer was not wrong, you know. So it's doing it with the 198. Clearly making a noise with the 198 that it was not making with the Superstar. Give you guys a listen here.
Audio, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Audio, 1, 2. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Audio.
That is freaking crazy. So, For whatever reason, this 198 is having an interaction with this radio that the Superstar doesn't have, and the stock mic, I'm sure, doesn't have. And that's with our mic gain at 12 o'clock. Radio sounds fantastic through the speaker, by the way. Besides that noise, it sounds like a fan running. Let's go back to 9 o'clock and see if it does it. Still barely hear it.
Audio, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Audio, 1, 2, audio. I mean, the radio sounds great, but you just can't hardly hear it right there. Audio, 1, 2, audio.
Let's turn the mic gain up a little bit. I want to find out the point that it does this. Let's go up to 10 o'clock. You can start to hear it. You guys hear it in there? And that's at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It just intensifies as you turn the mic gain up. Now, the interesting thing is it probably doesn't even show up on the watt meter. Let's go to PEP and see if it shows up on the watt meter. That's not the noise we're looking for. We're getting a feedback because we've got the mic facing the radio. Let's see if it shows up. I can hear it. I can actually hear it when I'm keyed up with this 198. Hello? It's not showing up on the watt meter, but audio 1, 2. We got 100 watt slug in there, so like 35 watts or so. I might be hearing it through the talkback. Let's see. Let me turn the talkback up a little bit.
Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Audio, 1, 2, audio.
I'm hearing it through the radio. What I want to do now, let's turn the Grant back on. Listen to it here. Okay, let's leave our mic gain 12 o'clock and let's turn the dimmer off. See if it still does it. I'll turn our volume back up some. Turned it up too high. Okay, so again, the customer was right. When you turn the face off, turn the dimmer off, doesn't make that noise. So there you go. I'm not going to lie, I don't have a real solution right off the top of my head to why it's doing that or what is causing that microphone to interact with this radio that way, or causing this radio to interact with that microphone that way. Have not had that issue with any other mics. People have run the Extreme 2018s on these, the Superstars, and haven't had that issue, but for whatever reason, this Ranger 198 seems to be picking up that ribbon cable that's on the inside and reverberating, I guess you'd say, that noise over the air. So what am I going to do for this dang customer? Well, if he is hung up on absolutely running a Ranger 198, then I will probably end up having to give him his money back. And I don't have any problem doing that. Because he's got every right in the world to run a Ranger 198. And if that's the mic of his choice and he can't run it on this radio, then, so be it. If he doesn't want to run a different mic. Until we can figure out a solution, if there is one, to stop them from interacting with that microphone that way. Otherwise, if he does want the radio back and he wants to run a different microphone, I'll cover shipping back to him in this situation, because there was an actual issue. Now, if there wasn't any issue, he would obviously be responsible for return shipping. But since there's, I guess you'd say, technically an issue, he can't run his Ranger 198 with it, so I would cover the shipping back to him. I'm not gonna lie, guys, don't have a solution for this right off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to talk to RC about it some and see maybe if there's something we can work around on these Ranger 198s to get them run on here. This is a weird thing to run into, especially with a noise canceling mic. You would think they wouldn't be as prone to do something like that, but again, it's just radio for you. Some strange things happen sometimes that you can't explain. So I will get with this customer, and again, I don't mind doing a video like this. I'm not embarrassed, and wasn't setting out to do the video to embarrass the customer or anything like that. It's just kind of something to learn from, and I'm not ashamed a bit to do a video like this because it's something unique that I've never really encountered with a radio before. So, Galaxy 959B. Don't run a Ranger 198 on these until further notice. If you love a Ranger 198, find a new favorite mic if you want to run these Galaxy 959Bs until we can, if we can figure out what's causing that to go on with these. Because again, you guys heard it with the Superstar. It didn't do it a bit with it. So you could run a Superstar mic on one of these and not have any kind of issue. But Ranger 198 is presenting a small problem. So that's it, guys. Questions, comments, shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Check out the website, roostercb.com. Everybody have a great day. Rooster in Tennessee. See you. Bye.